It's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up
Welcome
to the
back.
27-yard line.
Madden NFL 21. DJ Rich Gamer. Got the Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just a rerun of yesterday's game. The Browns took it to Pittsburgh in yesterday's game in real life. Let me see if I can take it to Pittsburgh in animation style.
Again in the future, he wants to take advantage of it right now.
See if I can repeat history. Think I can? Let's see.
First down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Work. Should have got the first down.
37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, they're going to call a holding penalty, I bet. Jarvis. Damn, man. All for naught, man.
What was that, man?
Right.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Hooper looking great, man.
The 37. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Damn, they closed that hole quick.
Maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one.
I'm trying to hit Hooper. If not, I'm going to hit
key guys are out.
Landry.
Steps up and plays
if not Landry, then Higgins.
Starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys.
Higgins don't. Look at that, holding again. I bet.
Backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
When you used to play in a quarterback position, man, and you know the routes that your receivers are supposed to run, you could see it relatively quickly after the ball is snapped, if they're gonna be open or not.
And this this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Browns
like I seen,
are out to a 3-0 lead.
Higgins was gonna be open because Landry wasn't gonna be open and Hooper wasn't open.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs.
Higgins didn't even catch it though.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition.
We got 3 up out of it.
That you came to play.
Parkey now following the made
we need 7 next go round.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter.
And this is crazy how great the Browns played. Missing so many key components to their team. Mainly the head coach, the offensive play caller, man.
Not only did he make it back, he made it all the way back and took his team back to the playoffs. Big Ben, very tough in the playoff situations. 13-8 in his career, including 2 Super Bowl titles. But you have to go back to 2000.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Who that is?
Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
Terrence Mitchell.
33-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handled this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Following the interception, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Yeah, he wanted out of Cleveland.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Because Cleveland would have got 2 new tight ends.
He located his tight end, made it nice, easy.
Thought they was gonna forget about him or something. I think they just wanted to light a fire up under him and let him know, like, hey, if you don't perform, man, you out of here. And he's seen that. So I guess he wanted to just beat him to the punch instead of getting released. He'd rather just ask for a release. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go around ends in 6.
But David Njoku, he made a couple good catches last game. Ooh, I lost about 4. 6. But yeah, he made a couple good catches. Hell no, this ain't what we wanted. Hooper, it's coming to you, man. No, Njoku. He can't even hold on to it. Who keep holding? Oh, good. I'll take that. Yes.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
I'm going to try to hit Higgins up. Hollywood Higgins.
And again, it's Mayfield.
Hollywood Higgins.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
That pump fake.
There to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there.
Yeah, Rashad Higgins, he done stepped up this year in real life, man. He done stepped up.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after.
Everybody on the Browns done stepped up this year, man.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
But honestly, who would have seen that game? Who would have seen that coming, though? That win by the Browns.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
I mean, what Browns fan would have really knew that the Browns was going to win like that and would have been willing to put their money on it? I'm talking about a lot of money on it. not many people.
Loses him about 4 yards. And now back out comes the offense. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed,
look at the big man rumble. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that
Pittsburgh should have paid Le'Veon Bell.
Steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there with him.
And he is going to
But Le'Veon, he fitted good in. He fit in good with Pittsburgh, not with the Jets.
Score after 1 on EA Sports. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Man, he got the first. Ain't that a...
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Oh, they think they go score something.
When you talk about big moments in this game, but plays like
No,
this
not at all.
keep drives going, and if points result,
Maybe a field goal, if that.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first
Oh, yeah.
down.
Myles Garrett.
He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A good little screen.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting
that was a great run, boy.
But you're exactly right about that. Your point
that
about
replay.
how daunting this is well taken. Because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Of course we pass him.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's corralled
TJ Watt
before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Oh, TJ Watt,
he
all
gets
right.
attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Had to run just forward.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on
That's the
schedule,
only hole I
staying ahead of
seen.
the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
That's the hole I was supposed to run.
That fits the bill.
Yeah, like right there, I had to improvise.
Inside the 15 he goes.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete right around the
Work,
8.
Landry.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle
Work,
made
boy.
at the 3-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs.
On the 3-yard line. All I need is a quick slant.
Coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman.
Higgins.
Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can
Work,
still
shot.
come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Parkey for the extra point.
Good kick.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Mike Tomlin, like, man, let me talk to you real quick, bro. Look, what you doing out there, man?
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
No, perfect kick. Hell yeah, perfect.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. Solid return.
He almost got loose.
32. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal.
In real life, man, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
I'm surprised they didn't go to Mason Rudolph in that game last night. I'm surprised because Mason Rudolph looked great in the game previously.
more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
He was like,
First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool.
he was exposing the Browns secondary lightweight, man. He was making the secondary look bad in that game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Week 17, yeah, he made the Browns secondary look horrible.
Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his
Man, they running, man. It looked like they're running. I'm blitzing.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju is one of the main reasons that the Steelers lost last night.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, he said that statement that the Browns is just the Browns. Basically saying like, and throughout the history of the Browns and the Steelers playing each other, the Steelers like always kick the Browns' ass, always. And when he made that statement, like, this is a whole new Browns team, man. A whole new players. You think this ain't the same type of Browns team that people is used to? And when he said that, only thing I did was lit a fire underneath the feet of all the Browns players. Everybody was playing good. There was so many players in that game, like no-name players that nobody ever heard of, that was on the practice squad, that probably would have never, you know what I'm saying, dressed for a game, let alone a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? All of these players was playing their heart out, man.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts
and I thank Juju for making that statement.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation,
I thank him for that.
End up losing yardage, even though they completed
for downplaying the Browns.
Yeah, how about that?
Like,
although they won't get the same credit for it.
Like, we just some scrubs, even though, yeah, we done took some L's, a lot of L's. You know what I'm saying? But we getting better, man. We not in the process of rebuilding. We done rebuilt already, man.
But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
We done rebuilt our team for like 20 years. We've been in the rebuilding process for like 20 years. The team is built. You ready to rock?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ben to throw again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
Okay, now this is, they got one more time out left, 49 seconds. Come on, defense, stand up.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is
holding.
Caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Because ain't nobody touched the quarterback. I knew it could be no roughing the passer.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Yeah. Word. Good hit. Good hit.
Just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get the penalty.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so you can get the videos as soon as I go live.
And this is picked up by the Browns. He's hit the 50. The 30.
Oh, Juju about to get me. Look.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the
Juju
20.
got me. I was going to take it to the house. That lineman, he wasn't going to catch me. Oh, yeah, that's a fumble. Ain't no doubt.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Daryl Hodge.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even
his momentum was crazy on that.
Kind of
oh, that's off. Damn.
Give up a big play right before the half ends.
Shank that, man. My bad, coach.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25.
Ain't no face mask or nothing, so it's holding.
Let's see what that's about.
What are they thinking?
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are moving on to the next round as they were able to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Man.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Okay. Let's get it.
Both teams try to
Be
avoid
about the
being
3-yard line,
baby.
maybe. Okay, great kick. 1 yard in the end zone.
And makes it across the 20 as the guys will set up shop.
Try to cut back. I'm right there, bro.
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is
he washed up now, man. It's over with.
When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game.
In the future.
So maybe they can figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
It's either one or two things. Ben done dominated the Browns his whole career. Like I said, it's either one or two things. Either the Browns, they got a whole new, better team, or Big Ben, he done lost the step, man. Because he normally picked the Browns apart.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up.
I didn't even see bro right there.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Yeah, let's get set. Launch. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch 98.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up.
Damn, but no, I should have threw it on that play.
Yeah,
The defense just didn't look right to me.
A lot of bodies, not much space.
I think why I didn't audible if it didn't look right.
Anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Big Hooper.
He's gonna get this all the way down inside the 35.
Big Hooper.
Yards the pick up there.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I picked the wrong damn play, man.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout.
Yeah, I picked the wrong play. That ain't what I wanted.
So 2 remaining as they burn one
Wrong
here in
damn
this
play,
3rd quarter.
2nd and 14. Damn.
They run again with Hunt.
5 yards, 6.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Try to hit Landry if he open. He might not be open though, because it looked like bro gonna pick him up. Then again, he might. You see?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Yeah, Landry, he open.
And he's got his man. That's Landry.
Yeah, yeah.
Down he goes.
Money.
Inside the 10, just
Money.
shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ching.
They're able to
Money.
convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a
Let's get
1st
it.
and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Higgins.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Shy having his way.
Rashard Higgins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more.
Man, shanking these kicks. Man. Okay. It ain't the kicker, it's me, man.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He going down that.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been
Tom Brady was going to let Washington whoop him.
Big word. I like it.
Not even in real life. I didn't think that.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to
Blitz.
limit
I'm
him.
gonna send what's the name at him.
They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just...
Oh,
inside the 35.
you got me. Good one. Good one. Good one, Ben.
Deontay Johnson, 67 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that.
That was a good one, I gotta say.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Yeah.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. They get 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
They run it again with Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Wow, Bill. Wow, Bill.
On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Big Ben taking some hits.
Throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's the playoff.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10.
We in to go home.
Roethlisberger will throw.
We in to go home.
This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Good D.
Despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now this offense ready to head back out there. This one not in the win column just yet, but on the
yeah, it is. It's over with.
Seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to
it's over with. 2 minutes.
It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here.
They got like, what, 3 scores? Something like that.
Now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs, but the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
Of course, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up,
what's up with this guy? He can't catch.
Johnson was the intended receiver.
Yeah, I want to use him. I want to use
just want to ride there.
either Kareem Hunt to catch the
That's why
ball,
they call them running backs and not catching backs.
7th play of the drive,
or
coming on 3rd and 8.
see if Hooper could get that across the mid. No, he ain't gonna be open.
So he caught it about the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10.
That is crazy.
Back to the house.
Trying to force stuff, man. I should have let the time just run out, man. I'm glad it didn't cost me the game, though.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again?
Glad it didn't cost me the game, man.
This definitely qualifies.
Boswell good with the extra point. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
1 second.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
I get a kick.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Man, they played good.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Alrighty.